and the content is completely based on balancing. To translate the following statement into chemical equation and then balance it. This too is changing the composition of potassium, oxygen and hydrogen. Hi, hello students, and let us begin the session with the balancing of chemical equation. Our previous video on chemical reactions and equations was based on balancing as well, and we also discussed about some of the important things and tricks to give you an easy method of balancing, right? In this session, the complete session is based on balancing a chemical reaction. When we balance a chemical reaction, particular reactions are changing on which we have to focus, we have to just analyze it. So to start with, the second part of chemical reactions and equations, and the content is completely based on balancing. Any student who is feeling balancing is tough, you are just going to say that after viewing at this complete session of balancing, you will say balancing is damn easy. It is the easiest chapter, easiest concept of the whole syllabus. Alright. So the first important question always asked. We have taken a set of NCERT questions as well as important questions to make you ensure that these are the questions you have to focus on. These questions will give you marks. These questions will come in the exam. So take a pen and a paper, sit in front of me, don't pause the video, look into the video, wear your earpods properly and keep a water bottle and have some water, keep some energy. Let us start the session. All right. So the first question here is, balance the following chemical equation, and the given equation is CO2 plus H2O is giving me C6H12O2O6 plus O2. This is a reaction based on photosynthesis. In life processes chapter also we have this reaction happening when carbon dioxide is reacting with water. It is giving us glucose and oxygen, right? So in my previous video you all have learned what are the three columns that you have to make while balancing a chemical reaction. The first column is called as an element. What are the elements present here? Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen. Three elements are there. The second column is based on reactant and the third column is based on product. Which is my reactant? The elements that are present on my left hand side, this will be my reactant, and the elements that are present on my right hand side, this will be my product. I am just writing R and P for reactant and product. So let us just count the number of elements present in reactant. Carbon is 1. In product, carbon is 6. In reactant side, oxygen 2 plus 1, 3. And in my product side, I have oxygen 6 plus 2, 8. Now hydrogen 2 here, hydrogen 12 here. Okay, so if I have to balance hydrogen, which was 12 and 2, I'll multiply this with 6. This 6 has to be placed here. I'm just changing the color. This is 6H2O. So this 6 is not only changing the hydrogen composition but also the composition of oxygen. So hydrogen has turned 12 now, whereas oxygen turned 6. 6 plus 2, oxygen is 8. I can see oxygen is balanced now. But see the number of carbon with me. When I see the number of carbon, carbon is 6 in my product side and say 1 in my reactant side. So I'll take carbon as 6, multiply this with 6. I'll place this in front of carbon dioxide. Now this is changing the volume of oxygen also in my reaction. Therefore, carbon turned 6, but oxygen, 6 2s are 12 here and 6 added together, oxygen is turning 18. The second change I am writing in the second bracket here so that will not get confused. Now if I have to make this 18, in this part I have 6 already present in glucose. So I will take 6O2. Now 6 plus 12 is 18. My oxygen is also balanced. So what is the changed chemical reaction or a balanced chemical reaction? 6CO2 plus 6H2O is giving me C6H12O6 again plus 6O2. Let us check it once more. Carbon 6 in the reactant, 6 in the product. Oxygen 6 2s are 12 plus 6 18. Oxygen 6 and 6 2s are 12, added together 18. Hydrogen 6 2s are 12, already 12, hence the reaction is balanced. Whenever we are writing or balancing a chemical equation, after I balance and note down all the changes, there is a conclusion that has to be done in the lower order after the table. That is, the balanced chemical equation has to be rewritten, and if you highlight it, it is really well and good. Alright, this is an important equation which is there in life processes chapter as well. Okay, moving on to the next chemical reaction. Let us take the next chemical reaction. The next chemical reaction I have to balance is given with, this is my elements. Aluminium is added with elements, hydrochloric acid product. In order to give aluminium chloride, the name of the elements present are hydrogen. Aluminium is added with HCl to give aluminium chloride and hydrogen. One in my reactant side, one in my product side. Chlorine, 1 in my reactant side and 3 in my product side. Hydrogen, 1 in my reactant side, 2 in my product side. So these are the elements and the count of the elements present here. Hence, let us start balancing. I will first of all take 6 HCl here. When I take 6 HCl, the count of hydrogen is also changing, the count of chlorine is also changing. Hydrogen is turning 6, whereas chlorine is also turning 6. Now in my reactant side, product side, if I want to make chlorine 6, I have to multiply this with 2. So 2 placing in front of AlCl3, so the count of aluminium is now changing to 2 and the count of chlorine is changing to 6. So chlorine is directly balanced. Now if I check the count of hydrogen, hydrogen is 6, so multiplying this with 3. So 3 I am placing in front of it. Therefore 3 2s are 6, hydrogen is balanced. Let us check. Chlorine balanced, hydrogen balanced. Now I have to balance aluminium. Aluminium is 2 in product side and 1 in reactant side. So I'll just take a 2 here. So what is my balanced chemical equation here? 2Al plus 6 HCl. This gives me AlCl3 plus 3H2. 2AlCl3 plus 3H2 gases evolved. This is the way of balancing. When I just took 2 hydrogen and 2 chlorine here, I had 3 and 2 count, so the balancing is not done properly at that time. Therefore, we have to erase and just redo it. The mix and match of numbers is balancing. When we look at the components, the compounds present and analyze it properly, balancing is going to be easy. Moving to the next question. My next question is given in the form of third main with a appellation. This is a textbook question, NCERT textbook question of class 10th science. So in this question, first they are letting us or telling us to translate the following statement into chemical equation and then balance it. In the previous questions and all, we were being given with the symbolic represented equations, but here verbal equations are, the verbal statements are given. I have to convert it into symbols and then balance it. Let us take the first one. First one, I have yes, first one, I have been provided with hydrogen gas H2 combining with nitrogen gas N2 and it is forming ammonia. What is the formula of ammonia? It is NH3. So I have to balance this chemical equation. Whenever a verbal expression is given and a symbol are written in that format, first I should be aware of the symbols in a proper manner. Whether I have to write NH2, 2NH, NO3, SO2, SO3, depending on the verbs there, I have to be very particular. For that, there is a list of compounds that you have to memorize, which will be providing it in the comment section, not to worry about it. Okay, so going ahead with balancing, what is our first step? Making 3 columns with elements, reactants, products. Now I have 2 elements, one is hydrogen, the other is nitrogen. Hydrogen, nitrogen. Hydrogen 2 in my reactant side, 3 in my product side. Nitrogen 2 in my reactant side, 1 in my product side. So I have to first go to the hydrogen column. This is 2, this is 3, so I'll reverse it, multiply here with 3 and multiply here with 2. So I'll place this in front of the element. Hydrogen is present here, so I have to write a 3. Now the count of hydrogen is 6. Hydrogen is present here, NH3 format, I'll write a 2. The count of hydrogen is 6 now. So both the sides I have 6 hydrogen, 6 hydrogen. This 2 placed in front of ammonia is changing the count of nitrogen also. So nitrogen turned 2. In my reactant side already nitrogen was 2. Therefore there is no need to write any number in front of the nitrogen in the reactant column. Therefore the balanced chemical equation will be 3H2 plus N2 giving me 2NH3. This is the balanced chemical reaction. Going to the second question here. In my second question, I have been provided with again a verbal expression where hydrogen sulfide gas. So hydrogen sulfide H2S gas burns in air, so plus O2. Again this is also a gas, to give water H2O plus sulfur dioxide SO2. This is also a gas, this is a liquid. Water is a liquid, SO2 is a gas. So if I read the statement again, it has to match with the reaction written here. Let us do it again. Hydrogen sulfide gas. See, hydrogen sulfide gas, I have covered till here. Burns in air. Air means oxygen. Burns in air, to give the arrow reactant, the arrow which is telling us what is happening. Water and sulfur dioxide. Water symbol H2O, sulfur dioxide SO2. Now let us check the quantity of each element present here. What is the count of the atoms present? Element, reactant, product. There are 3 elements present. One is hydrogen, the other is sulfur, third is oxygen. Count of hydrogen in reactant side is 2. Count of hydrogen product side also 2. Count of sulfur in reactant side 1. Count of sulfur product 1. Count of oxygen in reactant side is 2, whereas count of oxygen in reactant side is 1 here, 2 here, adds up to 3. Now in my previous video of balancing, I have taught you when odd number of things are there, how to just go ahead with it. So here I have oxygen 1, oxygen 2. So I will just leave oxygen which is an even number, go to the oxygen which is an odd number. So I'll make this the next even number. So I'll multiply here with 2. So 2 oxygen and 2 oxygen, the count of oxygen is turning 4. This 2 placed in front of water is changing the count of hydrogen as well. Hydrogen is changing as 2 2s are 4 in my product side. Now let us check with oxygen in my reactant side. Product, we changed it to 4. I have to make it equal in my reactant also. So I'll place a 2 in front of oxygen here. Hence, this is turning 4. 2 2s are 4. Now hydrogen was 2 here and hydrogen turned 4. So what I'll do, I'll place 2 here. So 2 2s are 4. This 2 placed in front is also changing the count of sulfur. Sulfur is now changing to 2. but my product side sulfur is not balanced again. Therefore, I will change or multiply this with 2 again. 2SO2 is changing the count of oxygen again. So 4 plus 2, this is becoming 6. This is turning 6. Oxygen here after adding 2 sulfur is changing to 6. 2 2s are 4 oxygen plus 2 oxygen already present with me. Count of oxygen is 6. Now I have to change the count of oxygen in my reactant side. This was 2 2s are 4. What I will do, I'll place this 3. So 3O2. Now if I check, the oxygen is 6 6 both the sides, sulfur is 2 2 both the sides, hydrogen 4 4. Hence my balanced chemical equation is 2H2S plus 3O2 is giving me 2H2O plus 2SO2. A very good and a peculiar reaction in which when I am balancing oxygen initially, the amount of oxygens, hydrogens are getting balanced, but balancing sulfur is changing the count of oxygen everywhere. So again, there is a double time balancing required for oxygen. Keep it in mind, important question, NCERT question. Please practice it in a proper way. Okay, moving to the third question. Third question here is allowing me to judge very nicely. They are telling barium chloride. Barium chloride formula is BaCl2. This is reacting with aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate is Al3SO4 whole twice. Al3SO4 whole twice is aluminium sulfate. No. Al2. So third question is a very beautiful and important question. Let us just see what is happening here. Barium chloride BaCl2 is added with aluminium sulfate Al2SO4 whole thrice, which gives aluminium chloride AlCl3 and barium sulfate, that is BaSO4. So many elements are involved, so many things to judge. A very important and a very good question to add on. Therefore, let us count the elements in the reactant side and product side, making a column of 3 as usual. Element, reactant, product. Elements present: barium Ba, chlorine Cl, aluminium Al, sulfur S, oxygen O. Let us take the count. Barium 1 in reactant, 1 in product. Chlorine 2 in reactant, 3 in product. Aluminium 2 in reactant, 1 in product. Sulfur 3. Whenever there is a bracket provided for SO4 whole thrice, this 3 belongs to sulfur, this 3 belongs to oxygen also. So sulfur 3 in reactant and 1 in product. Oxygen 4 3s are, this is count of oxygen, 4 3s are 12 and oxygen here is just 4. So I have to basically balance the given chemical reaction in a very proper way. Therefore, since the count of chlorine is 2 here, 3 here, I can easily balance the given chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, if the count of the elements are changing, if I just check with sulfur, sulfur is 3 in my reactant side and 1 in my product side. So what am I doing? I am just multiplying the 3 here. 3 with the sulfur. Now this 3 is changing the count of barium, sulfur, oxygen, everybody. Barium is turning 3. So I am writing 3 next to the barium in the product side. Sulfur is 3. I wrote it already. 3 4s are 12 becomes the oxygen. So oxygen is 12 here. Now I can see that the two elements sulfur and oxygen got balanced when I added a 3 in front of barium sulfate. Now my barium was not balanced. It is 3 in the product and 1 in the reactant, and hence I am adding a 3 in front of barium here. 3. Therefore, this barium is turning 3 and chlorine is 3 2s are 6. Chlorine is turning 6. Now I have to balance the chlorine in the product side as well. So 3 2s are gives me 6 and this 2 I am placing here. So aluminium is now turning 2 and chlorine is turning 6. Now if I just check, barium 3 in the reactant, 3 in the product, chlorine 6 in the reactant, 6 in the product, aluminium 2 2, sulfur 3 3, oxygen 12 12. So in this reaction there were 3 gases present. They are chlorine, sulfur, oxygen. When I looked at chlorine here, chlorine was already an even number, so I just left it. When I looked at oxygen, oxygen was 12, an even number, I left it. When I looked at sulfur, sulfur was 3 and 1, so it was easy for me to strike with sulfur. And hence I chose sulfur to the key aspect of balancing and started with sulfur. So whenever a reaction is provided to us, I should have an assumption of which to choose, which element I have to strike on first so that it can initiate in balancing all the other components or elements present in the reaction. So in this, the key aspect is first balancing sulfur. I have to strike first on sulfur, then every single element can be balanced automatically. Hence highlighting sulfur and writing first so that you will be able to recognize it in future as well. Moving to the fourth question. The fourth question here is asking us to balance a chemical reaction in which potassium symbolic representation is K, is reacting with water H2O, giving me potassium hydroxide KOH and releasing hydrogen gas. This is the gas evolved. So potassium is reacting with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is evolved. Let us write the same elements, reactant, product. So the name of the element present, potassium, hydrogen, oxygen. So potassium is 1 in reactant side, 1 in product side. Hydrogen 2 in my reactant and 3. Here 1 and here 2. 3 in the product. Oxygen 1 in my reactant, 1 in my product. Therefore, I'll start with hydrogen. I'll strike first on hydrogen. I'm writing first here hydrogen. So 2 and 3. So in this 3, I have 1 hydrogen in the first compound and 2 in the second. So I'll make this the next even number by adding just a 2 here. This 2 is changing the composition of potassium, oxygen and hydrogen. Hydrogen turning 4, 2 plus 2. Oxygen turning 2 and potassium is also turning 2. Now here oxygen is turning 2 and hydrogen here is 4. So I'll multiply a 2 in front of hydrogen. Now this 2 is changing the composition of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen 4, oxygen is turning 2. Now I could see that hydrogen and oxygen are balanced. I have to only balance the potassium. Potassium is 2 here, 1 here. So I'll just write a 2 here. So the reaction is already balanced now. So what is the changes that we did? I striked on hydrogen first. When I striked on hydrogen in the product side, it was 2 in one position and 1 in one position. I made it next even number. That is easily balancing all the other chemicals present in the reaction. So this is a manner of or a trick you can just highlight on whenever there are gases present, to which gas I have to focus on. That is one first step. Second, when any gas is present in 2 different compounds, which is the even number of gases, which is the odd number, I'll strike on the odd number and make it next even number. When I make it, what are the changes happening in the complete reaction you have to analyze. After analyzing the complete set, automatically the other elements are just getting balanced on their own. By just a simple trick to add on, to which element I have to strike, mark it as important, you will be able to do n number of questions given on balancing. So this was the third main of NCERT. exercise in which verbal expressions are given and we converted into chemical reaction and balanced it. Now moving to fourth main. What is the fourth main telling us? Fourth main is given with balance the following chemical equation, but again reactions are provided. We don't have to analyze the symbols here. Already the reactions are provided. Let us quickly do it. The first one is HNO3. What is the name of HNO3? Just I am writing the reaction. Before that, try to analyze what are the names of the compounds present here, so that if a verbal expression is given, you will be able to convert it into symbolic. So the first name of the compound is nitric acid, HNO3. Second one, calcium hydroxide. Third one, calcium nitrate. Fourth one, water. I have to balance this. I'll write the elements. I'll write it in reactant and product format. List of elements present are hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, calcium. 4 elements are present with me. Let us take the count. Hydrogen 1 and 2, 3 here. Hydrogen 2 here. Nitrogen 1 in the reactant, 2 in the product. Oxygen 3 and 2, 5 in the reactant, 6 and 7 in the product. Calcium 1 in my reactant and 1 in my product. So all the elements present here are not balanced. I should know the key aspect of balancing it. Now I can make out that oxygen is odd number here also, odd number here also. So I'll strike with hydrogen present. Hydrogen 3 in this case, 2 in this case. So what I'll do, I'll make this the next even number, that is multiply this with 2. Let us check what is happening. When I am multiplying it with 2, 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen is happening. This hydrogen is changing the count of nitrogen. Nitrogen is turning 2. This 2 is changing the count of oxygen also. Oxygen is turning 6 here and 2 here. So oxygen is turning 8. Now hydrogen has become 4 here, but here I only have 2 hydrogen, so I'll make this 2. Count of hydrogen 4, count of oxygen 2 plus 6 is 8. Now count of oxygen is 2 plus 6, that is 8. When I look at the reaction, I can easily make out hydrogen turned 4, nitrogen 2, oxygen 8 and calcium 1. So here the key aspect is I have to strike hydrogen first. So I am marking it here. You also have to mark, because this is not an easy chapter what you are going to focus on. This is the basement of chemistry, where you have to get the important symbolic representation, their valencies, how to balance and various other things. So what was the key aspect? I had 3 gases here, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. When I looked at the count of oxygen, it is 5 and 7. So interchanging will give me 35 and 35. So balancing 35 in the whole reaction is not simple. So I'll go for hydrogen first. In hydrogen is even here, odd here. So I'll strike the first even number, make this first even and then analyze with balancing all the other elements present with me. I hope you all got this. It's a very important trick that's been taught in this simple reaction. Utilize it, use it, so that you will be able to ace in chemistry. Alright? Moving on to the second question. The second question has sodium hydroxide reacting with NaOH, sodium hydroxide, reacting with sulfuric acid, H2SO4. This is giving me sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 plus water. I am just giving the verbal expressions for this so that you will be able to understand it. So if I look at the complete reaction and the elements present, I have sodium, oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur, in which oxygen is balanced. So I'll strike with hydrogen again. When I see hydrogen, it's 3, which means an odd number here and an even number here. So I'll make this the next odd number, even number. So I'll first strike on hydrogen. I'll write a 2 here. So count of hydrogen is turning to 2 plus 2, that is 4. Now this 2 is changing the composition of sodium and oxygen also. Sodium is turning 2, oxygen 2 plus 4, which is 6. Oxygen is turning 6, which was balanced, that is having an imbalance now. I need to balance the oxygen as well. Now hydrogen here, I made it next even number, but it is not balanced. I have to make this also balanced. So in my product side, I am placing 2 in front of the water. Therefore, the count of hydrogen is now changed to 4. This 2 is changing the composition of oxygen also. So oxygen 2 plus 4, that is 6. Now if I look at the complete reaction, sodium 2 2, oxygen 6 6, hydrogen 4 4, sulfur 1 1. So what is the key aspect of the reaction and balancing? I have to strike hydrogen first. That too, while striking the hydrogen, I'll leave the even number, strike on the odd number. This is the trick that you have to follow when 2 locations we have the same element and that is imbalanced. Okay. So let us move on to the third question here. Third question is being provided with sodium chloride NaCl reacting with silver nitrate AgNO3, giving me AgCl, that is silver chloride, plus NaNO3 sodium nitrite. So please memorize the symbolic representation. If verbal given, you have to convert as well. Elements, reactant, product. So count of elements or the names of elements are sodium, chlorine, silver, nitrogen, oxygen. I have 5 elements present with me. The count of sodium, 1 in my reactant, 1 in my product. Count of chlorine, 1 in my reactant, 1 in my product. Count of silver, 1 in reactant, 1 in product. Count of nitrogen, 1 in reactant, 1 in product. Count of oxygen, 3 in reactant, 3 in product. So if I look at the balancing component, all the elements are balanced on its own. No need to balance. You can just conclude the answer as the equation or the reaction is already balanced. You have to conclude this reaction or answer because your teacher might not feel that you have attempted. She might feel you have only written a question. So conclusion plays a vital role here. Alright, moving on to the fourth one. The fourth question is being provided with a reaction in which I have barium chloride added on to sulfuric acid. Barium chloride is BaCl2 added with sulfuric acid H2SO4 gives me barium sulfate BaSO4 and HCl, hydrochloric acid. So I have elements, reactants and products. By this time you all have to be used like me. Before I write the name of the elements and the count, you should complete and check with my answer. So the name of the elements are barium, chlorine, hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. 5 elements again. Barium, 1 in my reactant, 1 in product. Chlorine, 2 in reactant, 1 in product. Hydrogen, 2 in reactant, 1 in product. Sulfur, 1 in reactant, 1 in product. Oxygen, 4 in reactant, 4 in product. So if I can see sulfur, oxygen and hydrogen, out of these 3, sulfur and oxygen already balanced, I will strike for hydrogen. Hydrogen is 2 in my reactant, 1 in product, so I'll place a 2 in front of it. So multiplying with 2 is changing the composition of 2 elements, that is hydrogen and chlorine. Chlorine is turned to 2. Now if I can check all the elements are balanced, but just by striking hydrogen first. I am writing first here, that means I have to look into the balancing of hydrogen initially. Then going to other elements, the chemical equation will be balanced. So this was balancing of chemical equation by me, Sandhya Srihari, and I am from Vidyapeetha. Subscribe our YouTube channel to get further video updates. Press the bell icon, share us, like us, comment us to get more videos of this sort. Thank you so much.